Back, everybody. President Biden to announce a plan to increase taxes on people making more than $400,000. But one detail is creating some controversy, and Robert Frank is here to discuss it. This all leads back to Medicare, doesn't it?
Yeah, and there are two parts. Yeah, there are two parts to this, Tyler. One is that they're increasing that current Medicare tax from 3.8 to 5% for wage earners who earn more than $400,000 a year. The other part of it is that this would apply to business profits. Right now, if you're a partner in an S Corp, that's LLCs, that's accountants, that's lawyers, that's doctors, celebrities who use pass-throughs, they don't have to pay this Medicare tax on business profits. This, under this plan, would then have to pay the 5% under business profits. So add all that together, what does it mean? It means a new effective top tax rate of 42% versus the current 37%.
Or over 50 in some cases.
Yes, and there's also an expectation that tomorrow Biden will announce a new proposed top tax rate from 37 to 39.6. Add all that up. If you're in California, that's the top combined rate of 58%.
Wow.
New York, it's 59. New Jersey, it's going to be around 55%. So if all that happens.
So there's the Medicare part of this, and then tomorrow there's the budget announcement, and in that he is going to propose raising the top marginal rate from 37 to
39.6. There's also an expectation that he's going to reintroduce that plan to tax unrealized capital gains for those with $100 million or more. So this is tax-a-palooza tomorrow.
What are the chances in a Republican-controlled House that any of this goes through this year?
Less than zero.
But
it reminds us it's important, number one, to understand how the tax system works and that there is this business profits that a lot of people are using to avoid this. Number two, just how much the top earners are going to have to pay to start to reduce the deficit. You start to realize what's going to need to happen if we do get serious about reducing the deficit by, he says, $2 trillion. We'll see. But it just makes you realize who has to pay and how much in order to start tackling these real problems in D.C., which whoever is in charge at some point we should do.
What is it, 2028 for Medicare? They need to start filling the funding gap that is going to be created. So. Yeah. Okay, if the money doesn't come from here, then from where?
Right, and that's why he says this is the plan. At least we have a plan for where the money is going to come from. The Republicans, according to Biden, haven't laid out that plan yet.
And we focus again on the impact to kind of like the traditional household, but the small business impact here is probably a lot greater. And I have to imagine they're going to be lobbying in full force. I mean, if their rates on this piece are going from, is it 0 to 5% basically?
Exactly, and that's the huge change. Now, some would argue and have said that the 85% of that tax increase will be paid by the top 1%, that most of the big money earned by small businesses or that business profits is $1 million plus. But there are a lot of mom and pops who maybe wouldn't pay a large share of the overall pie, but for them it would be meaningful. If you're a small business and you earn more than $400,000 or more, every dollar above $400,000 would now be subject to that Medicare tax at a 5% rate.
At a 5% rate compared with what today?
Zero if it's business profits. So that's where it's a big,
but if I'm
big
below $400,000, if I'm a small business that has less than $400,000 in reportable income, what would my rate be then?
You just got to make sure your business never makes more than $400,000, Tyler.
All right. Well, that's a cap on incentive.
Exactly.
All right. Robert Frank, thank you.
Thank you.